But first, do you feel like your computer is just always buffering? Are you in the slow lane when it comes to internet service?
Frustrating, right? So what do? Your ABC 10 consumer champion, Mark Thompson, well, he takes a look.
Well, we've all heard the saying, you get what you pay for. Well, not so fast, and that's just it when you're talking about internet speeds. Not so fast. You're not getting what you pay for, and when your internet is slow, it can be frustrating.
The ads are everywhere, the promise of lightning internet speed. But if you feel like you're in the slow boat, you're not alone, and it's not just one provider. Just look at some of the responses we got when we put the question out on Facebook. Dana posts, AT&T is ridiculously slow. Karen responded, I have Consolidated Communications. I paid to upgrade, and it seems to have gotten worse. Can't stream. And of course, we didn't forget about Comcast. Just ask Nicole Berryman from Sacramento.
I go through Comcast, and I pay for 50 megabytes per second. And right now, I get about 18 to 20, so I'm getting less than half. And so when you're streaming movies or playing games, and you have 3 or 4 devices on the network, it bogs it down, and it's really slow.
So what to do? I think I'm going to have to call a nerd in on this one.
Hey, I'm Ryan from Nerds on Call.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah, faster than some of those internet speeds.
And Nerds on Call says the first step is to run a test.
My favorite place is go to a website called speedtest.net.
It's free and can test not just your internet speed, but the speeds in your neighborhood. Next, check your internal network. Protect it with a password so the guy down the street doesn't move in on your bandwidth. Make sure your router is in a good spot and in good working order. It may need to be replaced. And keep track of who's using how much in your own house.
You want to find out if maybe your kids, your wife, or somebody else is using too much bandwidth, and they're what they call throttle. They throttle your network and give you less speed.
And Ryan says some providers are notorious for overselling deals to new customers, so things bog down during peak usage. And for that, you should call and complain. But know this phrase first: up to. It's often in the fine print. You're sold up to a certain amount of speed, but it's not likely you'll get it all.
That's because they only guarantee a certain speed, and that's what you want to look at in the fine print is what speed are they guaranteeing, not what speed are they saying you might get.
And sometimes, even if your provider does agree to help, the fix doesn't always stick.
They're like, oh, okay, looks like we're going to send somebody out there to work on it, or oh, let us troubleshoot this for a while and we'll get back to you. And then for a couple of days it goes back up to what it's supposed to be, but then it drops right back down.
Even when you pay more for a boost.
They'll sell you services like Blast, for example, where you think, oh, great, I'm going to get all these great speeds. And the problem is you're also signing away the amount of data you're allowed to get. And so once you hit a certain cap, even if you've got Blast, they'll slow your speeds down.
And if you keep getting the runaround, it may be time to cut them loose and switch providers.
So when it comes down to it, the bottom line is, like most things, read the fine print and don't be afraid to shop around. I'm your consumer champion, Mark Thompson. Back to you.
Thank you, Mark. And he shared a little secret with me that I'm going to share with you now. He says another great resource is Netflix. There you can compare the speeds of the internet providers in your area and see which one is performing the best. Now, Comcast did get back to us and offered several troubleshooting solutions that can actually help out you customers. And we've posted all that info on abc10.com.
And take a look here. Here's that